Okay, hi. I am so excited for you that you've decided to take your life in control, to get healthier, to get fit, and to do that by joining me and my team with nutrition and fitness all from home. So I'm going to walk you through basically your nutrition plan and how to find that number, how to find your plan A through F, how to figure out how to start with figuring out tracking and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you and walk you through as if we were one-on-one how to do this. Okay, so the first thing I do is open up a notepad here. Obviously these are just old notes, so don't even worry about that, or I don't know how to get rid of that. No. Okay. So what I would do if I was working with you one-on-one, which we basically are right now, is write out, okay, so Lauren's meal plan, and then we can say like May 2020. Okay, so then this is in the PDF that I sent you guys, and it's on page 7. So the first thing that we're going to do is find your calorie target, so then we can find your plan, which is over here. So for me, like before I was pregnant, so I would just basically take out my phone, get the calculator. This is what I would do if we were doing this together, which we are. So I would say, okay, 135. Well, okay, that was my end goal. 135, which I met, by the way, woohoo. 135 times 11, 1485 plus 400. So if I wanted to maintain, like if I was happy with my weight because my height and that was my goal, then basically I'd say I'd take the 1885, which is the number that I got from doing that calculation, the first 2 lines. And so I'd take 1885 and then I'd say, okay, so that's probably plan C if I want to maintain my weight. Now, if I wanted to lose weight, and then I would say let's minus 750, and now I'm at 1135. So that's going to put me in plan A to lose those last couple pounds, let's say, or whatever. Even if you have 50 pounds to lose, it doesn't matter. You have to just look at the number that you're given with this end calorie target, plop it into here, and then figure out your plan. It really doesn't matter which one you are because each and all of us are individuals. So if I'm plan A, then basically I'm going to write out plan A. Okay, so I know I get 4 green, 2 purple, 4 red, 2 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 3 oils or nut butters. Okay, so then I can kind of say, all right, I can look at my day and see what I've got going on. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a little bit. Oh, actually, no, maybe I shouldn't because then I can walk you through this. Okay, so this is kind of like where we're going to start. So what I'm going to say is that, okay, well, so I want to keep dinners normal because dinner is our family dinner time. So in order to do that, I'm basically going to write down, so I want to start with like an entire day so I can plan this out for myself. So I'm going to work out. Okay, I'm going to do that first. So then I'm going to have breakfast. Then I'm going to have a snack. Then I'm going to have lunch. Then I'm going to have a snack. Then I'm going to have dinner. So that's kind of like the basis for how we're going to plan your day and work backward. So I'm going to make all these bold so that those are like my headers. So for dinner, I'm going to say I want to keep dinners pretty much normal because I signed up for this and I want to change. I'm not making Austin change, but at the same time, like I want to have and provide healthy meals for our family. But you know, like he is a cowboy after all. So like whatever your situation may be, right? Like maybe you still want to keep your dinners normal, which I have found after doing lots and lots of these calls that most people want to keep dinners normal because it's easier for the family. So let's just say we're going to have steak, potatoes, and asparagus. And then like if I wanted to maybe have some wine sometimes, we can think about that. Maybe I want to have an enlightened ice cream bar. Those are things that I enjoy. Or maybe I want to do a White Claw. And then maybe that's just what we'll kind of do. Okay, so then I know already that steak, so it's going to be 1 red, 1 yellow for the potatoes, and 1 green. So 10 asparagus spears equals 1 green, and I know that because that's on the PDF, that's in the food chart, the food list in your app, all of that. And the app that I'm referring to is this orange app called the Nutrition Plus app. And I already sent that to you. So that's the Nutrition Plus app. And when you log into that app, you can see that if you click on the color container, so I'm going to click green, it shows me all the green items, okay? So in there it says asparagus, comma, 10 large spears. So I know, okay? That's how I figured that out. So it's also in the Getting Started workbook that is in the file section of BOD groups or that I emailed to you personally. Okay, so 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 green, and then I'm going to say, well, we're probably going to cook that stuff in some oil, so I'm going to allow a teaspoon for that as well. So then what I'm going to do is go to my phone and back to that app, and on meal 5 or 6, whichever I choose, I'm going to go ahead and pre-log 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 teaspoon, and 1 green, okay? So now I have that logged for my dinner. So my dinner is totally set. So now if I go back to the top, I can see this is what I have remaining for me, okay? So this is actually plan B because I'm pregnant, so currently I bumped up a plan from A to B, but this is what it would look like hypothetically. Okay, this is all just an example. So then I can see exactly what I have left to eat for the day. So I know I have 3 veggies, 3 fruit, 3 protein, 2 carbs, 1 healthy fat, 1 orange, which is seeds or dressing, and then 3 teaspoons left on plan B. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and say, let's start from the beginning. So that's taken care of. So let's say I want to work out from 6:30 to 7. Okay, perfect. So before that, I ordered Energize, Recover, and my Shakeology. So I'm going to write down that at 6 a.m., I'm going to make my Energize. And that doesn't count as anything, so it's free. Then I'm going to work out, and I'm going to put my Energize in a blender bottle with 28 ounces of water, which is this size. So you know that by the time you've even started your workout, you've already had that many ounces of water, which is amazing because we aim to have at least half your body weight in ounces per day. Like I personally go for 125 per day, which makes me feel good and like helps my body run. So, okay, so Energize at 6, and then I'm going to do my reading and gratitude, which is important to me. Okay, and then at 6:30, I'm going to press play in my workout. And then post-workout, so I'm going to say at like 7:15, I'm going to make my Recover latte, which is a half scoop, capitalized, scoop Recover with almond milk and coffee. So I'm going to say I'm going to do a half cup almond milk. Okay. So the great thing is that Recover also you don't have to track, but you do have to track the almond milk. But I've only had a half cup, so technically that equals a half teaspoon. So 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, I know, equals 1 teaspoon. I'm going to keep that in mind for later. So I still have a half teaspoon for later on in the day. Okay, so for breakfast, I'm going to make my smoothie. So I'm going to make a Shakeology smoothie. And I'm going to do it what I like making, half a banana, 1 cup on unsweetened almond milk, and then I'm going to do 1 cup of the greens powder, which I love, and then I'm going to do, let's see, so 1 scoop chocolate Shakeology, and then I'm going to do 1 tablespoon cocoa powder to make it nice and rich. So, okay, so I know that half a banana, because I checked my food list on my app, actually equals an entire purple. So that's going to be 1 purple, 1 teaspoon, 1 green, 1 red for the Shakeology, and then the cocoa is free. So that's going to be my count for the day. So then I'm going to go and put that into my app. Okay, so this, we're just like basically doing a test day. So meal number 1 is going to be 1 purple, 1 teaspoon, 1 red, 1 green, and that's it. So I'm gonna log that. So now I know, because I logged my breakfast and I logged my dinner, what I have left for the day. So I'm gonna say, okay, so I need 2 more proteins for the rest of the day. So I also have snack, lunch, and snack again to get my protein in. So how am I gonna do that? Okay, so I know based on the food list that 1 hard-boiled egg is equal to a half a red. So I'm gonna do 1 hard-boiled egg for a snack around 10:30. So breakfast is gonna be like 8:20 is when I usually, breakfast, 10:30, I'm usually looking for a snack. Lunch, 12:30. Snack again at 4. And then dinner normally, like, let's just say 7. Okay, so I'm gonna have a hard-boiled egg for a snack, and I feel pretty good. Like maybe I'll also have some greens, but not sure. Let's just leave hard-boiled egg for now. Okay, so then for lunch, I'm gonna do turkey roll-ups, and I'm gonna do a pickle, and I'm gonna do 10 baby carrots and hummus. That sounds great, and that's a very normal lunch for me. And if I wanted to, if I wasn't going to drink wine later, I might also want to do some bread. So turkey roll-ups, so you get 6 slices, so 6 slices of turkey for 1 red. So I'm going to call this 1 red, pickles are free, 1 green, and then 1 blue for the hummus. Okay, so that sounds pretty good to me. So then I'm going to go ahead in my phone. You guys can see this is like kind of getting redundant now, but this is how you would like work through an entire day. So meal number 2, I'm going to log a half a red. Meal number 3, I'm going to log, actually, you know what I might do is I might only do 3 turkey roll-ups because I'm going to have some cottage cheese or yogurt later. Okay, so then I'm going to log, okay, so I logged my half a red for my egg. Then I'm gonna log a half a red for lunch. And with that lunch, I'm gonna do 1 green for my 10 baby carrots and then a healthy fat for the blue. So then I'm gonna go ahead and that's all logged. Okay, so now everything's logged right now except for my afternoon snack. So then I'm gonna go ahead and log my afternoon snack. And what sounds good to me is either a Greek yogurt, an apple, and cinnamon. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is say that that's 1 red, 1 purple, and cinnamon is free. So then I'm gonna log 1 red, 1 purple, and that's it. Okay, so now I can see for the rest of my day what I have left. So now I know, okay, I might have a couple more potatoes at dinner because I haven't had any other yellows for the day. I might have 1 glass of wine, which equals 1 yellow. Or White Claw, I could have 2 White Claws equals 1 yellow, which is really nice. So like maybe we're going to have people over for dinner for the steak and potatoes and asparagus. So like, okay, I'm going to do that for sure. So then in here, I'm going to log another yellow for my dinner. And then, well, because I had those 2 White Claws, I can't have the ice cream bar. But if I didn't have the alcohol, then I could have the ice cream bar, which is also a yellow. And so then now my day is completely done. So I know that was a little bit tedious, but you can see how that's like the easiest way to walk through an entire day and to kind of plan out your day. So my biggest suggestion to you is to start with what you already know. So what you already like to eat. If you like to eat a salad from the grocery store with rotisserie chicken on it for lunch, then write that down as your lunch. Write down like a normal dinner for you. And if that's something like lasagna or something where it's like way more complex, we have different charts that will help you break down how to figure out how to track that. And obviously I'm here for you for that as well. And then I wanted to show you this, which is a great way to look at packaged foods. So even yesterday I was on the phone with somebody and we were looking at bars. Okay, this is a Quest bar. Okay, so if you look at this bar, and first of all, you have to understand the product you're looking at. This is a protein bar. So it has fat is 7 grams. So I'm gonna go down to my teaspoons because most likely that's, I'm not gonna count that as a blue because a blue is like whole nuts or cheese or hummus. So then I'm going to say, okay, so I'm going to go down to nuts and seeds, butters, and oils and say, okay, so for 32 to 40 calories, you get 3 to 5 grams of fat. So this has 7 grams of fat. So I'm going to need 2 teaspoons to cover that, or basically kind of like a teaspoon and a half, right? And then I'm going to go down to the carbs, 22 grams of carbs. Okay, so I'm up here on my carbohydrates, and 22 grams fits into 15 to 30. So that's 1 carb, so that's 1 yellow. And then I'm going to go down here to 21 grams of protein and say, okay, awesome. So I'm going to track this as a red, a yellow, and like a teaspoon and a half. But if I'm going to eat this during the day, then, and I've already had my Recover latte in the morning with a half cup of almond milk, that basically then I've eaten my 2 teaspoons, right? So you can see how you can kind of like figure it out. And that's why it's so important to track, because you know what you've had and you can see how easy it is to like forget or like have things add up really quickly when you're not tracking. So the biggest advice I have to you guys is to track, especially in the beginning. It is so imperative that you track, because then you're aware and you can make a conscious decision that's going to help you structure your day and get your results. So tracking is number one for me. It is exactly how I had my results, and how I've continued my results is by literally tracking every single day. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope that was helpful.